Feel like everybody should, especially a flight attendant, if you need a break in the world, you should have a place that you can just get on a plane and go to and just sit there and recharge your battery. It's nothing going on with me or anything. It's just, sometimes you just want a break from the world and just.
Yeah. Yo, what time the plane leaving? Right. See you at the airport. Hey. I'm leaving on the next plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you know I'll never go. Even though you know I will. I'm a traveling man, moving through places.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. I'm on another 4-day trip here. I'm in Jacksonville. Had one leg today, and it was a deadhead to Jacksonville, and that was it. End of day one. My brother lives here in Jacksonville, so I thought, I got here about around the time he got off work, so I was like, maybe he like me. He lives 35 minutes away from where we're staying, and I was like, nah, he probably ain't gonna come because it's too far away. Then he just get off work, and it's the middle of the week. It's not the weekend. So I was just like, all right. So I texted him like, hey man, I said, hey, I'm here. He was like, I totally forgot that you were even coming to Jacksonville. And so that gives me an answer. I'm not gonna see my brother or my niece and nephew today on this go around. But no, I like, and it's 84 degrees here. It's really, really hot. So I like this brand of hotel, I should say, that we stay in. And pretty much that's it. I met my flying partner today. Well, in the hotel, man. I mean, of course, like I said, we didn't work anything together. So it was just this one leg and a deadhead. And tomorrow I have a 5 a.m. 5:15 show tomorrow, so my van is at 5 a.m. So probably go get a quick workout in because it's going on 7:30. Come back, just wind down, relax, and watch some TV and get ready for my trip tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. Welcome back. It's day 2 of 4. As yesterday, did nothing but deadhead to Jacksonville, and yeah, now I'm up. Took a nice shower to try to wake up, and I'm just getting ready for. I think I have a 4-leg day. Go from Jacksonville to Raleigh, Raleigh to New York, New York to Northwest Arkansas. So doing one of those things today. Nope, brother didn't show up. He like I said, he forgot, that's cool. But I kind of wanted him to come on so he could plug himself in. As far as my brother does photography, his Instagram name is @shotsbygun. He lives in Jacksonville, Florida. I do know he does come to Atlanta. He will come to Atlanta to do photo shoots. I'm pretty sure parts of Florida he will too. I'm not for sure about anything else. So I kind of wanted to kind of plug him in, get him to say his little bit of what he would and would not do, because I can't tell you what he would and would not do. I can't say he won't, go here, go there, but I do know for sure he will, come to Atlanta for a photo shoot, things like that. Again, I'll put his Instagram name somewhere in here. I did say, I put a poll up on Instagram. If you're not following me on Instagram, that I should probably try to drop 2 videos a week. One just being my travel vlogs, the other and my trips, and the other one being more so like a informative / me, story time, some stories that I've have, and me being, just me being more personable with people who watch my YouTube channel. And I think I'm gonna start doing that. I'm not for sure. And I'm not for sure if I'm gonna do it every week to have 2 videos, or not. You know, I just kind of want to evolve as far as with this, and also still want to become more personable with my audience, because at the end of the day, it's kind of how you can kind of make a connection. If you don't know somebody personally in life, is just that person actually being more personal with you. And I guess it's just me trying to evolve into something else. And when I say personal, I don't mean saying, you know, give you my life story or anything like that. Just me being me. And that way it can kind of give you an idea of who I am besides what you see I do in the videos or whatever like that. And, you know, it's just, you know, just basically to try to help somebody out, you know, not saying I'm here to change the world or anything like that. As long as I can help one person, I'm fine. You know, that's my goal, is to at least help at least one person in life at that. So I did do that poll, and you know, a few people have voted that should be something to do. So I may do it after this trip, or probably before this trip. I'm not for sure, 100%. But good morning again. Like I said, it's 4:30, I think it is. I have a 5 o'clock van, but that shower did wake me up, and I kind of see why people take showers in the morning sometimes. I don't personally am a fan of doing it, but because I want to get all the sleep I can. But yeah, so I'll see you guys a little bit later on today. I've actually never done this route before, Jacksonville to Raleigh. It was always Jacksonville to New York. So I don't even know if this route is full, if it is, you know, because I've never done this route before. And yeah, and then tomorrow is it's a longer day as well. But let's try to get through this day today. And I'll see you guys a little bit later on. this last leg was probably the longest leg of my entire life. So I lied to y'all this morning. I was supposed to go, I said I went to New York from Jacksonville. I actually went from Jacksonville to Raleigh-Durham, Raleigh-Durham to Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh to New York, New York to Northwest Arkansas. All my flights today were pretty easy. The most passengers I had was 30. But on this last flight, this last flight to XNA, we had a total of 7 people on the entire flight. We had 175 miles an hour headwind. For those of you who don't know what headwind is, it means we're flying into the wind, meaning the wind is slowing us down. And it turned into a 3-hour and 45-minute flight from New York to XNA. And when I'm saying I was trying my best not to fall asleep on that flight because everybody else was asleep. So there was nothing to do. There was nothing to do on that flight at all. So I'm here in XNA. We got a new hotel. Like, I mean, I've always liked this brand of hotel, but we have a new hotel that we stay in here. What? Little tour of the go to the door. Basically, it's just like a little suite, pretty much. And our little bathroom as normal, 2 beds. So, and I'm trying to find the heater so I can turn the heat on in here. Where the world is the heat? So that's 167 pages of that I have to kind of, it would be behind the door. Like, what kind of sense does that make to go behind the door? But other than that, I'm gonna go work out. Can't go to sleep because it's too early. It's only 5:45 here, so I can't go to sleep. And I have a 4:45 van in the morning, so I'll see you guys in the morning.
Your love is rated X. That means you're extraordinary.
Minneapolis to Pittsburgh, Pittsburgh back to Minneapolis, and then I did head to Lincoln, Nebraska today, and that's my day. I've been lucky so far not to get randomly selected going through KCM, and for the last 2 trips until today, this morning, I was randomly selected, and I pretty much had to take off all my clothes because everything kept sitting in the middle to take off. I had to take off this pen, I had to take off my paper clips on my lanyard that we have to have. I basically took off my shoes, and I finally was able to go through the metal detector. My belt didn't set the metal detector, I go figure. But hopefully today is it's an easy day. It's not too hard. It's just 3 legs, and I slept very well last night. And just this early, 3:50 report time. The 3:50 wake up time was a lot. So we're gonna get ready and board. I'm pre-boarding now. Well, not pre-boarding, but pre-flight checking everything. And I'll see you guys later on once I get to Lincoln, Nebraska. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome aboard. As you're finding your seat, please place small items under the seat in front of you. As I just over your hands on the check to be sure that they can close. If you're full, go ahead and close. Watch your electronic devices. Snapchat was so trying to push back either the bag under the Wi-Fi will be available once you're Hello everybody, I've made it to my hotel here in Lincoln, Nebraska. And one thing I can say, it is freezing outside. It is like, I think it said 5 degrees, but the wind is blowing and they don't even have the heat on in this room. But I thought they changed my schedule and I was so excited because it made me have an easier day tomorrow with just a deadhead back home to Atlanta from Minneapolis. They originally changed, I was in Pittsburgh and I got a notification saying that my schedule has been modified. So they took the deadhead from Lincoln off and just put me on time available in Minneapolis, which is out of base basically, and gave me a hotel for the night once I got to Minneapolis. And what time available is, it's not necessarily reserved. We just don't have anything for you at this moment in time. So you're available between such and such time. And so we may use it, we may not use you. But this would have been my first time sitting time available outside of my own base. And then I would have had to get up in the morning, been on time available in the hotel room at 4:50 to 11 o'clock. And then I would have had a deadhead just back to Atlanta, and that's it. I was done for the day. And shortly after, I got excited. 5 minutes later, they changed it back to normal. I was like, golly. And the good thing about it is I still would have got paid for everything, even if my schedule stayed the same. As a line holder with my company, if anything happens, you get canceled, you get swapped. If you get swapped for something that's less time, you get paid for whatever the greater time was. You're still pay protected regardless. So, and contractually, they can change me, but they cannot get me back home on go home day any later than what I normally was going to go home prior to the schedule change. So I was like, dang. But it is super cold here. Like, when I'm talking about cold, like the wind is cutting, like I'm crying type cold. Tears are running down my eyes. Today was super easy. Like I said, I just had 3 legs today, and that was it. Yeah, nothing. Like I said, there's nothing super exciting happened on this flight at all. I have yet to see Minneapolis without snow on the ground. Every time I go there, there's always snow on the ground. I still have to finish my LMS before next week for a recurrent. I only have like 5 left. It's not a lot. I reminded myself to do it. But I've already talked about what's here in Lincoln because I was here in my last video that I posted, I believe, or the video before that, one or two. But it's like I said, it's not a lot going on. There's nothing I can really explore here because, like I said, it is entirely too cold to walk outside here in Nebraska. Like, I don't really have a view or anything, but even like right here by the window is cold. That's how cold it is outside. But other than that, what I'll do is just go work out, probably, hopefully, because the last time I was here, they had the air constantly running downstairs in their facility, and I can't do that. I can't work out like that. I wasn't able to turn it off at all either. It just was running. So hopefully they fixed it and I can go work out. Tomorrow's go home day for me. I have technically 3 legs because one, I go from Nebraska to Atlanta. Oh, and I got a 3:30. I have to wake up at 3:30 because I have a 4:50 showtime. 4:50 showtime. And I go to the Bahamas, but I'll see you guys tomorrow or in the morning, hopefully. And y'all have a great night. Good morning, everybody. It is go home day today, and I'm very glad because I'm off for 5 days. So once I get off, I'm off for 5 days, and I plan on going to St. Thomas to just get away for a while. St. Thomas is my getaway spot if I just need a break from the world and just, like a good recharge. St. Thomas is where I go because it's it's easy to get to from Atlanta. And yeah, I feel like everybody should, especially a flight attendant, if you need a break in the world, you should have a place that you can just get on a plane and go to and just sit there and recharge your battery. It's nothing going on with me or anything. It's just, sometimes you just want a break from the world and just not think about anything and just relax. So it's not necessarily saying that I'm going through anything. It's just about that time again, as far as, taking a vacation. It's one thing with this job. If you want to, you can take 12 vacations a year if you want. I plan to attempt that this year, hopefully, to try to go somewhere at least once a month, possibly, if I can, if that makes sense. But again, I want to thank you all for watching my my vlogs, and if you're new here, you're just not watching, please make sure you like, you subscribe, comment. For my returning subscribers, like I say, I do appreciate everything, the love and everything that I get from you all. Just, if, like I'll say this all the time, and you hear me say this all the time. If you want to do this job, be sure to make sure you do your research on everything. Don't halfway do the research. Make sure you do your research on everything to be sure this is something that you want to do, because this is not like a normal job. Because if you don't do your research, what'll happen is something will happen and it'll make you either talk down about the company or just not want to be a flight attendant altogether. When you look at these different YouTube videos, trust me, a lot of them are not saying something just to be saying something. Most of the time, I would say 99.9% of the time, take it for face value. So that's just my little advice for you. I'm not gonna be too long because I have to get down to this van, and I'll see you guys in my next video next week probably. So hope you all had a very nice Valentine's Day. If you didn't, hey, it's okay, but love is in the air. Hopefully you'll find love. But I do hope everybody did have a very nice Valentine's Day, and I'll see you guys next time.
I'm with EJ on the next plane. I don't know when I'll be back again. Kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you wait for me. Hold me like you know